All right, good practice today. Got a lot of work inside on the turf, which was really good because we're going to play that way. Thought the guys practiced with a lot of energy, really executed well. I thought it was one of our better practices we've had all camp. Kind of got in the mode, and I thought our scout team guys did a tremendous job. That's one of the best days I've ever had in 30 years of getting a scout team the first day and getting them organized and structured, and what they did over there to give us a look and allowed us to practice well. And then we had good on good, and it was good energy in the team, good execution on both sides of the ball. I thought we kicked the ball well. I thought it was a very good practice. So hopefully we'll continue to practice well and prepare well, but liked our day. Questions?
As far as news on the injury front, there were a couple guys that we saw missing today. Cole Minshew, I believe, was one.
He'll be back soon.
When you say what the latest?
He'll be back soon.
Okay. Not to be funny, but as far as other guys that are concerned, are they all just going to be back soon?
Should be. Who else are you talking about? Yeah, we just got to wait. I mean, it could be, that could be quick, or it could be a couple days. I don't know. I don't know yet on that. Just depending on how he heals. Who? Dontavius going to be a while. Probably be a little while. But we expect them all back. No surgeries or anything like that. Should be very, very, very soon.
Jimbo, when you look at during defensive player as a freshman from where he is now, what's the most significant improvement in terms of what you want to do?
Overall understanding of the game of football and what a leader does and what a significant player does and how he affects the other players with everything he does on and off the field. And I don't mean that he's really grown in that area. It's not just about him. And I think that's the proudest I am of everything he's done. Here's a guy that could be very easily all about him in this day and time. With all the accolades, the attention, he's not like that. And where he's grown, that's why he keeps growing as a player. And he does all the things he does, but he's really grown as a player for his understanding of the game, understanding of leadership, understanding the big picture of how to play football and all the importance of it. And that's why he continues to grow as a player. Oh, shoot. When you got your leader out there and you got your juice and the guy who organizes, structures, and does those things, this gives them a comfort zone, all those other guys.
It looked like Brock Ripple was getting some time in guard.
Mm-hmm.
What does he bring there?
A lot of size, length, and area, does a good job. Has been playing really well in there. I mean, it gives you another quality guy that has played and started, and that length and size, when you're in that limited amount of area, you ain't on that edge no more. And it makes it big. He can still, but he's playing tackle too, but we're training him in there, and I mean, he's looked really good in there.
Is it normal to have a guy 6'8" score?
I have. We had at LSU, Big Herman Johnson. He was 6'8", 413 when he came to us. Played about 365, 370. Played a long time. He was a great player. He was a heck of a guard for us.
Jimbo, it's been 20 years since a defensive player won the Heisman Trophy. Why, in your opinion, is it finally time for the defensive guy to finally win?
Not my opinion. The best player should win it. I don't care who wins it. If you're an offense or a defensive player. I mean, whoever deserves it wins it. I mean, and they may do it, they may not do it. I don't know, but we'll see in time. I mean, you got to go play. But like I say, it's not time. It's time when someone makes it time. And if they're the best player, they should win it.
As far as looking back on camp, since this is our final open preseason day, looking back on camp, what do you think has been the biggest takeaway? What do you think are the things that you liked?
Consistency, ability to be coached, ability to be pushed, and just, whether it's been a great day or not a great day, they've embraced the grind, and I think have gotten better, but understanding how important it is to create good habits and a good attitude.
And so when you see those things, like, what's an example of when it hits you, like, okay, they understand, like, having good habits, or they embrace that?
Because when they're tired and they're worn out and they feel like they can't go anymore, they're still doing it the right way. And when you're getting on them, they're still saying yes, sir, no, sir, and taking coaching and moving on. And that they're not there, and they'll ask questions, and they're good enough's not good enough for them right now. I mean, and they'll see a hunger in them to play well. Whether we go play well or not, we'll see. But from an attitude standpoint, from the right demeanor, everything they're doing, I like what I'm seeing.
And not to be funny, but, like, who would you say are some guys that, compared to maybe this time a year ago, you've seen that change, and they kind of picked it up and know?
I'm gonna joke. I'm gonna say this. You're gonna think I'm a generic answer. Every one of them. It's not. I mean, I've seen it in all of them. I really have. Seen growth and maturity. And the freshman class I've been so pleased with because they've embraced it. I mean, they've had some tough days. I mean, that's when you get going and that tempo gets going, and they ain't never been no practice like that 3 or 4 weeks in a row. Getting banged and bruised and getting on like that, and they just keep on trotting along.
When you say growth and maturity, these guys have how done some time together the last couple of years. Even last year, learned some lessons. There were some tough bumps in the road. Do you think that all contributed to this?
Oh, there's no doubt. I mean, everything that happens in your life, good and bad, you learn from. At least you should learn from. So you can repeat it or fix it, and hopefully, how quick you fix it or how much you fix it's all be determined, and how much you can repeat it when it's going well is all be determined. But, it's all a mindset and a temperament that you have to have, and they seem to have it. We'll see.
The transition from fall camp to an actual game week and school start, do you think that feels different for?
No doubt. You start to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I mean? It's like you've worked, and you can start to see the finish line about at least the start, where you're really just getting ready to start the race. So you're not really seeing the finish line, but the finish line of camp. And you feel the urgency that we're going to play another opponent, and we have to make sure we dot our I's and cross our T's.
Jimbo, with the different places that Derwin can line up on the field, as we saw last year with Peppers at Michigan, is that evolution of the college game where you're seeing more players able to do that, or the style, or?
No, I just think the game's changed. I think you need more versatility because you play run offenses and you play spread offenses and you play no huddle offenses and the different demeanors of the way football used to be years ago was very stereotyped as far as people did a lot of the same things. I mean, the multiple formations and the different athletes and the way the game is turned into a physical game but also a space game. And so it's like basketball. It's almost like there's guys with no true position. I mean, there's no true. I mean, how many true centers you got in basketball? And how many really true point guards? How many? Football is becoming. You have your positions, but they got to be multiple to be able to move around and play in those because the way the game has gotten into space, and I think that's been the biggest change. You have to have those guys to defend.
Kind of sticking with that, you talk about guys being positionless, but with someone like Derwin, does his build, does that play a big role?
Yeah. Oh, all that.
You can't have someone who's 5'11", 180 going around doing the things himself.
Well, you don't ever know. I mean, Peppers wasn't a big guy. Peppers was 200 pounds, 6 foot. He was a heck of a player. I mean, you can do a lot of different things. I mean, sometimes you get a guy 6'5", 230, 235. They can play, can rush, can drop, play linebacker, can go out and play in the slot, play guys in the slot and do things. I mean, it's just, your body types, length, size, but size and length does make a difference.
Well, you're seeing more of that in high school because, even coming out of recruiting, it seems like kids are listed as athletes where one minute they're a defensive back, the next they're a linebacker, whatever. Do you think we're starting to see it kind of be the genesis there?
Well, I think you can use guys so different. So you try to get them the ball so many different ways. Or the other team's best player plays out here, so I'm going to put my best athlete on him now. And then it's not wad ball where back in the day you had tight end, 2 backs, and 2 receivers. That's all you ever had. So it was harder to do that because of the way things were conventioned out. Now that the game is spread and done so many things, it's forced you to do that.
So what have you seen from Newby this camp in terms of maturity?
Getting better. Man, on him all. Yeah, yes, he's had a good solid camp, and that's the thing I tell him every day. I mean, there's still when he really gets to dotting the I's and crossing the T's, and he does at times, but there's times like all of them. They drift and they don't do it. But I've been pleased. He's played well, and when he plays well, he can do a lot of things. And it's, you got to want to do that, and it's a grind to do that, and he's getting better at that.
How have you seen George Campbell kind of readapt to being here in this?
Well, George is a tremendous human being, and he does a great job. It's just a shame he'd been hurt, but he practiced pretty good today. He made 2 or 3 really nice catches and ran good today. So, he's a very mature, good kid, and hopefully his health thing just bad luck. He hadn't been healthy.
With the lower number of receivers this year, is it a case to where maybe they get more reps with DeAndre so they get a little more comfortable?
They do some, but we really don't have a lower number. I mean, you think about it, we got it. I mean, you're going to have about 8 or 9. Malik and those guys, and with all the freshmen and the other guys, the injuries, and George and everybody, I mean, you still got 8, 9 guys right there, so you're still in good shape. And Jackson and Motlow do a tremendous job. I mean, those guys can play. I played at a lot of Division I. I mean, at major schools in the SEC with guys that they're better than.
With George, is it still the core muscle that's kind of hindering him, or is it?
Yeah, it's just in his healing. You guys got to rehab it back. I mean, he gets it and he rests him a little bit and he plays. But he's in a good place right now.
Coach, what does Derwin bring to the table as a leader on and off the field by example?
Confidence and, again, a sense of maturity and intelligence, and understands the big picture, what you're trying to accomplish both places, and understands the importance of how you got to conduct yourself and then how you got to play. And he sets that example both ways. Because the thing about Derwin, like I say, his intelligence level, his ability to adapt and understand all situations, I think is his greatest strength.
When did you get an idea that Derwin could be so recruiting him, or?
Oh, no doubt. I mean, it's watch the athleticism. But then you hope, can the guy learn it? Can he have the instincts to do it? You know, all those things, you know, but you saw it early.
Would you say he's probably the most versatile player you've had, or is there someone that you think of in your path that
I've had a couple guys who were pretty good in the past, but he's definitely right up there as much as any. I mean, you go back and you talk about Jalen Ramsey. I mean, that guy on special teams and what he did and play corners. I think he started at 3 different spots for us too, and rushed and and did some things in there too. I mean, we've had quite a few, but Derwin's as fine as any of them. That's for sure.
And so we have guys like that. I mean, how much of a conversation is it to convince them to want to do it, or do they just want to do it?
Most of them that are competitive like that really want to do it. They love doing it. Now, once they get doing it and realize how much they have to learn, then they say, well, Coach, maybe I don't want to do that, or how much extra work it is. But he asks for more. He embraces all of it. He really does. Excuse me? In what way? You do, and you just got to make sure they can do what everybody wants to move them around, but you got to be good at what you do before you go jumping across to something else. You know what I'm saying? Real well. Playing excellent football. I'm extremely pleased. People have no idea how many you see catching, and of course he's catching the ball well, running, doing all that, but how many little things he does that you don't understand that allow us to run an offense, and the sacrifices he makes and what he does. You have no idea how valuable he is. Unbelievably valuable to us.
Rookies still continue to kick it well?
Hit it good. He's hitting it good. He's hitting it good.